Council meeting.
There you go.
The Common Council meeting is called to order on Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021 at 7 o'clock p.m. Would you call the roll, please?
Alderperson Collins.
Present.
Alderperson Bailey.
Present.
Alderperson Kastner.
Present.
Alderperson Akers.
Present.
Alderperson Sarian.
Present. Thank you. Chaplain Leggett, would you say the prayer, please?
And tonight we pause for prayer. This evening, gracious and loving God, we gather in your presence to give you thanks for this day. We ask for your blessings on all of us and on this common council as they do what is best for this community and its citizens. As always, we pray for peace in our world and to protect our military wherever they are. Next week, Thursday, November 11th, is Veterans Day, where we gratefully honor and remember all our military veterans who served our country in the United States Armed Forces. And lastly, Heavenly Father, we continue to pray with hope and trust that the COVID vaccine will be successful as more and more of our citizens receive this vaccine. You are indeed the giver of all good things. We thank you tonight for your blessings, and we make this prayer to you. Amen.
Amen.
Would you stand for the pledge to the flag, please? And if you have a hat, please take it off. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item D, approval of the October 19th, 2021 Common Council minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. And by the way, I'm chairing the meeting, and I'm also voting as an alderperson. Mayor Knightsky is excused tonight. Item E, Mayor's report. He's not here. Item F, are there any aldermanic reports? Yes?
I do. Something by you? No. Okay, I thought I brought it in with me. I just wanted to mention with regards to the farmers market, it was a fantastic success this year, and I thought I had it here, and I apologize, I have it in my office, but one of the items that they give, if you're a regular, I usually work there 2 or 3 times a month volunteering, and if you were a regular there, you would come up and get your card punched, and you could miss 4 of the farmers markets, but if you went to like 20 out of 24, we got this beautiful, absolutely beautiful cutting board like this with the city emblem.
Wow.
And I just have to say, she did such a fantastic job of, and it's Heidi that ended up in the health department that did this. And she did a great job with the small amount of money that she had to get something and getting something like that.
Can't close the door.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people compliment with regards, they were very happy about that.
Okay, thank
So,
you. Anything else? Item G, any announcements? Item H, citizen commentary.
Nothing this evening.
Okay.
Okay.
Item I, old business. There aren't any appointments to various committees and commissions tonight. We'll go to item J, new business. 1, applications for operator licenses. I move to approve the operator licenses.
I'll second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Item 2, application for a temporary Class B retailer's license received from Harley Owners Group, Milwaukee Chapter, to sell fermented malt beverages indoors at Holiday Ladies Shopping Night, 12/2/2021, from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. at 6221 West Layton Avenue, requesting council approval to allow unaccompanied underage individuals on the licensed beer premises pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 125.07 3A12.
Do we want to take 4, 5?
I was going to
3,
suggest
4,
that.
Yeah, 3, because they're all.
Item 3, application for a temporary Class B retailer's license received from Harley Owners Group, Milwaukee Chapter, to sell fermented malt beverages indoors at Holiday Mama Tried Party, 12/4/2021, from 11 o'clock a.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. at 6221 West Layton Avenue, requesting council approval to allow unaccompanied underage individuals on the licensed beer premises pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 125.07 3A12. And item 4, application for a temporary Class B retailer's license received from Harley Owners Group, Milwaukee Chapter, to sell fermented malt beverages indoor at Holiday Men's Shopping Night, 12/11/2021, from 11 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. at 6221 West Layton Avenue.
No, it should be. Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
Requesting council approval to allow unaccompanied underage individuals on the licensed beer premises pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 125.07 3A12. Item 5, application for a temporary Class B retailer's license received from Harley Owners Group, Milwaukee Chapter, to sell fermented malt beverages indoors at Holiday Last Minute Shopping Day, 12/18/2021, from 11 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. at 6221 West Layton Avenue, requesting council approval to allow unaccompanied underage individuals on the licensed beer premises pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 125.07 3A12. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve all items as presented. All items. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I will second.
Any discussion?
Just to note that they're all indoors.
Right.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Item 6, we're going to move this to the next agenda. Item 6 is discussion and decision to approve a resolution moving the polling location for Ward 18 from Greenfield Public Library and Wards 19, 20, and 21 from Elmdale School to Adoration Lutheran Church, 3840 West Edgerton Avenue, beginning in 2022 for all future elections. That's going to go to the next agenda. Item 7, discussion and decision to approve a resolution moving the polling location for wards 1, 2, 3, and 4 from Glenwood Elementary School, 3550 South 51st Street, to the Greenfield Community Center, 7215 West Cold Spring Road, beginning in 2022 for all future elections.
Make a motion to approve the resolution.
And I will second.
Discussion?
Yeah, just to make the point out, some people might want to know why we're doing that. It appears that the general consensus is the school district and doesn't want us in their buildings anymore for security reasons and maybe COVID reasons or whatever. So we're going to be separating our voters from the school, like Glenwood Elementary School.
Correct,
But
thank you.
it's not just the school districts, it's also quite a few people feel the same way, just for the safety of the students. Because I actually got 2 calls on this.
Okay, do you have anything to add to
Yeah,
that?
that's the reason.
I have nothing to add. No.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, why are we don't have the agreement in place yet for item 6?
You're asking why item 6 is next agenda. That is because what we're going to be discussing with regard to redistricting, if you approve that plan, I'm going to have to renumber some wards, so I'll have to bring the resolution back. So
Okay.
and it will work fine if I do that.
Okay.
If this just, I guess, out of curiosity, if we're setting all of the wards by resolution probably at the next meeting, and we're identifying the polling places for those wards, do we really need to do any of these items? Couldn't
I
we just do it
agree.
all as one resolution next month?
That might be smarter.
So that would be 6.
Okay.
Should we
So
hold off?
6, 7, 8, and 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
But 10 is
yes.
We'll move
And-
those to the next agenda.
Yes, because 10 is not ready tonight yet.
Okay.
Correct.
So they have to withdraw their motions, don't they? Their motions.
Carl and I.
Okay, would you like to do that?
I will do so.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Almost withdrawal coming there.
I'll make a motion that we, do I need to make a
No,
motion?
you
We just
you withdrew your motion.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Item 12.
11.
11, yes.
Item 11. Discussion and decision to approve an ordinance establishing the boundary lines.
No. Oh, am I looking at the wrong one?
It could be, because there's an update yesterday, I thought.
This is the one that was on the board site.
Well, this is the one that I got, the
I'm just-
paper
yeah.
copy. So I'm guessing this is the updated one.
Correct.
Okay. It didn't come out on the board, civic board thing, obviously.
You want to get one of those
We'll
sheets
go
then?
get it.
No, I'll just pull it up on my phone.
Go ahead.
No, okay.
Item 11, discussion and decision to approve an ordinance establishing the boundary lines of aldermanic districts and wards in the city of Greenfield following the 2020 Decennial Census Report. Bergen.
Yes, so we are before you tonight as a result of the 2020 census that was conducted. Once the census is conducted, the data is reviewed, and then it is released to various levels. So the data was released at the county level. They took a look at their boundaries and had maps that they presented to the board as far as their redistricting. And they did approve, their board did approve a plan on Friday, and that plan was forwarded to us yesterday morning. Once we get the plan or the maps, then we see what we have to work with based on what they've drawn, and then we could start our redistricting work. So we started on that, and there is some main criteria that we have to take into consideration when we're looking at our data. So before you, at your tables, you've got a chart that shows the proposed 2020 ward and aldermanic district populations counts. Craig distributed a proposed map and then an ordinance tonight with those legal descriptions. Some of the criteria includes when we have to look at the new ward populations as a result of the 2020 census, and populations have to be kept balanced within the established population ranges for our city's size. And you'll see that in the chart, how that's laid out. We also have to account for anticipated population increases in wards, such as residential developments that could take place over the next 10 years to make sure that our populations are within the range. There's a lot of other criteria as well. Craig Scala is here tonight in our engineering department. He's been instrumental in working with the software and reviewing the populations within the wards in the software and the maps. So he's had to make some adjustments from 10 years ago based on the populations that we were presented with from the 2020 census. And he will go ahead and go through what some of those changes are tonight. So I would hand it over to Craig at this time.
Thank you, Jennifer. Is this one on? Yeah.
just push it.
All right. Thank you very much, Jennifer. I'm Craig Scala, engineering technician in the engineering department. And as Jennifer pointed out, that we have to balance this population within each given ward per state statutes. And the county also changed their supervisory line, which used to go down 76th Street and over on Layton. It was formerly the dividing line between the pink and the green, between districts 2 and 4. So the new county proposal that Jennifer said we just received yesterday, they would go down 84th Street from north to south, and then they were proposing to angle down Forest Home. And then we can counter that because it would work better for us if they went straight down 84th Street all the way from limit to limit, in part because that would help it follow the Whitnall School District line. So that's kind of a purplish line that shows up on your sample maps that goes down 8, 7, 9 wards. And the question about the second aldermanic district, which is shown in green, the perimeter of that compared to 10 years ago is the same. What's changing is within the district, which was called Ward 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now it's going to be called 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, because, like Jennifer said, the population of what was Ward 7 got too big. So in essence, it needed to get split somehow. And this is our chance that we can make the new ward line follow the school district line. So there were people that were within your district, Ward 7. Some of them will get a ballot for aldermanic and then school board seats, and then some had to get it divided out on their ballot to the fact that they were in Whitnall. So it was splitting Ward 7 into 2 districts. So by moving that new ward line to follow the purplish school district line, it will help our balloting and elections and also help balance that portion of the city, in part because the Forte apartments got built there since the last district, so the population got intensified there. So that will help alleviate that. But the overall shape of the green district stays the same. Actually, every district, their overall perimeter stays the same. The ward lines might change within it. So all the people that you represent are still going to stay the people you represent for all districts. And another change that went similar to that is in the 3rd district, which is kind of the orangish color. What was called Ward 12 also had a high increase, partly because of the Falcon Glen apartments. So to help balance that a little, what was the dividing along Layton from 116th West would now go down the freeway 116th West to move a few people up into that other district to help balance the whole district. I don't know if Alderman Kastner, you have any questions about that?
I always thought Ward 13 voted in at Whitnall.
Well, the trouble is now, because we create this new district down here, all the other district numbers go up by 1. So whereas you used to have 9, 10, 11, 12 becomes 10, 11, 12, and 13. So the wards stay pretty much the same. The numbering of them changes. And then that also affects the 4th district. All the numbers get bumped up by 1. And then the 5th district still has the same shapes, but the numbers get bumped up by 1 because we added 1 over here.
So then that's really confusing on item 8.
I don't have item 8 in front of me.
Correct. That was one of the reasons why I suggested maybe we just wait to do those.
Smart.
And that was also because, because we did not have the redistricting data from the county at the time the initial agenda went out. It didn't get to us till Monday. So we were trying to plan, not knowing when we were going to get our data.
All right.
One thing I should add, has been very hard on the clerks because COVID postponed the national census, and then the state has to take those numbers and distribute them to the county, which didn't happen until August. And then the county, as an entity, technically has 2 months to prepare their supervisor lines, which was finally adopted Friday and sent to us on Monday. And then technically, now all the cities and villages are supposed to be given 60 days for their portion. But because everything's been pushed back till now, we're in November, we're trying our best, and the clerks worked very hard, so I wanted to help them out, in essence, trying to get our stuff done in one day.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, I remember 20 years ago, we had workshops on this, and it lasted, well, we didn't have computers either, but
Yeah, certainly computers help, and you know, I think if the mayor was here, he'd probably make a very extensive record, as he's known to do, just about the process that the county has used. You know, what was going into the process agreed by both the ICC and also within the county itself to be kind of a nonpartisan process that we're not going to look at, you know, trying to gerrymander and everything else. You know, including having a map that, by and large, kept all of the communities, other than Milwaukee, obviously, within the county, would have a single supervisor, you know, covering each city. The only exception, other than Milwaukee, would have been a slight sliver of Oak Creek, which would have joined with Franklin, kind of right along 27th Street. That was rejected ultimately by the county board when they went to consider it. And so we ended up with the same gerrymandered maps that we've always had. And, you know, it's a process that, you know, we represent, obviously, as you guys know, a number of different communities. We've got communities that are done with this process. We have communities that have had their maps for, you know, weeks, and we're able to go through the process. You know, it's just a shame that the county chose to play politics again instead of, you know, just kind of doing what they agreed to do at the outset. And I know that the mayor is pretty upset by the fact that they chose to go this route, so.
Can I ask a question, Jennifer?
Yes.
Once this redistricting of the wards, I should say, the wards get changed, are we going to notify all of the citizens of the changes?
Yes, we will do that. What we will do is we can just go ahead and get data out of the WIS vote system, and then we work with a mailing company to have all that information mail merged for each voter according to what new ward they're in and where they go to vote.
Okay.
And a little bit of information that you know, based on the census you were redistricted. And then we'll have something on our website where they can go for more information or call us if they would like more information.
Okay.
Mr. Scala, are there any changes within my district other than the number changes? District 5?
There was a small change. That previously, what was called Ward 18 had its dividing line or westerlymost line as 43rd. But because the population of Ward 20 over the past 10 years has increased, probably because of the Granada Meadows subdivision, those houses were added, so this shape became a little too populous for proportioning. So the new proposal in front of you would show a ward line going along Edgerton. So there's a kind of a triangular section up here that was going down into the Ward 20, and now it will go over this way. So the people you represent stays the same, their voting location stays the same, it's just that the balance from the new 19 and 20 improves by doing that.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask a question? Because you said
Yes.
Ward 18. Ward 18 is mine, and that
Right.
line on Loomis didn't change, right?
Yes, that's correct. I wanted to say
17
the
did.
former 18 on the
Okay.
old map, which now becomes, it's only because of the changing of numbering. Your shape of this one stays the same.
Okay.
It's just renumbering them.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I just wanted to,
Yeah, that's correct. There's no changes in the ward lines for District 1, no changes for District 4. That minor one that I just mentioned for Alderperson Sarian in 5, and we covered the other two because of the school district line in District 2, which is probably the most major thing, and then the adjustment for population in the 3rd aldermanic district.
Wow.
Okay, anything else? Any other questions, comments? Do I hear a motion?
So the motion in this case, just so that we're clear, will be a motion to introduce the ordinance and to set a consideration of the final ordinance at the December 7th meeting, along with direction to the clerk's office to publish in accordance with state statute.
that would be my motion.
I will second. Second.
Discussion?
Okay, when is the next, I know today there was some voting, but I don't think we had any, obviously, any voting going on or elections. When is the next election?
February 15th is
Okay.
the spring primary.
Okay, so we'll be set for that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all those in favor of this motion?
I think we need a roll call. I
Oh,
can
roll
it.
call, thank you.
Alderperson Collins,
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey,
Aye.
Alderperson Kastner,
Aye.
Alderperson Akers.
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Item 12, discussion and decision to approve transferring $35,000 from reserves to purchase materials for a building to store and protect equipment.
Motion for approval.
Second. Discussion? All those in favor?
I think I have to do a roll.
Aye.
Oh, roll call again, sorry.
For the
Roll
money.
call.
Alderperson Collins,
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey,
Aye.
Alderperson Kastner,
Aye.
Alderperson Akers,
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye. Motion's approved unanimously. Item 13, approval of mileage reimbursements in the amount of, that's incorrect. Oh, yeah, $59.36.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? Do we have to have a roll call for that? Anything
For
money, okay.
Money, I think.
Okay, roll call, please.
Okay. Sorry. Alderperson Collins,
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey,
Aye.
Alderperson Kastner,
Aye.
Alderperson Akers,
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Item 14, accept September 2021 investments and reinvestments.
Do we want to do 15 and 16
No.
along with it?
Motion
It's
for approval.
confusing.
I will second.
Who made the motion?
Carl.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Collins,
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey,
Aye.
Alderperson Kastner,
Aye.
Alderperson Akers,
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Item 15, approval of schedules of disbursements in the amount of $1,371,894.19. Roll call, please.
We have to have a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you.
Alderperson Collins,
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey,
Aye.
Alderperson Kastner,
Aye.
Alderperson Akers.
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Item 16, accept September 2021 financial statements.
Motion to accept.
I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Collins,
Aye.
Alderperson Bailey,
Aye.
Alderperson Kastner,
Aye.
Alderperson Akers.
Aye.
Alderperson Sarian.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Item K, items for future agenda.
Budget.
Yeah. Budget.
Item L,
Make a motion to adjourn?
And I will second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Meeting is adjourned at 7:31.
All right.
7:30 on mine.